it's your girl Renee, and today I wanted to give you a little glimpse of what my day is looking like. Well, I am starting to do a little bit of my fall cleanup, so I have been trimming, weeding, because all behind my red wheelbarrow back there was just a land of weeds. Whew! I forgot to show you guys the before, but I've only started, so this is what I've done so far. I have trimmed up some of my sweet potato leaves, and I'm going to keep some of the good sweet potato leaves, and I'm going to use those in a little stir fry. And then I have some of my beans that are starting to look a little bit better, but in this garden bed over here I had okra growing. Next year I will not put okra in this bed because it gets too tall and it shades out all my crops that need a little bit of more sunlight. So I have pulled those okras out, and I will show you what those okras look like. I know that the okras was sucking up all the nutrients and all the sunlight, because you guys will not believe your eyeballs when you see that okra plant. And this is my wheelbarrow that has my planting of my dianthus in here. I cleaned this up, and then I have some daylilies in the back. I don't know if I'm going to put any fall mums in here yet. I haven't decided, but I'm going to need some more color back here, because the only color I have is the red wheelbarrow back here, and this grow bag, and this green raised bed, because this is my green garden over here, my green and white garden. And then after I cleaned up all the other okra that I had growing in this meadow green raised bed, I discovered all these tomatoes. So I have some more tomatoes that I hopefully will get ripened, and I'll be able to enjoy them. These are really good tomatoes. They are looking good, and I'm excited about them, because I thought all of my tomatoes were done for the season. But I'm telling you, this is my year of getting surprises in my garden. And if you guys don't know me, I'm Renee, and I'm in Zone 7B here in Virginia. And so I'm starting to do, like I said, my fall cleanup. And I have started to weed this bed, so I'm working on it. And I've had my potatoes growing in those pots, so I clean those out. I trim back all my hostas, and I like my garden beds to be clean all the way down to the natural soil. And then I have a little bit of mulch that I put on top of these. As you can see, I have raked up some of that mulch in this dirt, so I will scoot some of that back. So I stopped here because this area is where I haven't cleaned up yet, but I have discovered this plant. This plant is a volunteer, because this plant, look at this, look how beautiful this is. Let me see if I can get it up close. It reminds me of like a honeysuckle plant, but I don't think it's a honeysuckle. So if you guys know what this plant is, let me know, or I can look it up on my app. But this is usually my rose bush area. As you can see down there is some of my roses, but I didn't get too many roses this year because that plant right there just took over. And this is my corbel that I had in that pot that got smashed from the tree, so I put it in this pot, and it's doing great. Hold on, I want to show you something else. Saying this is a corbel that fell, came out of the pot that got broken by the tree that fell up at the top of my hill. But this is the flag of my father, because this is my memorial garden. And if you guys, is your first time being with me, that peace dove, white peace dove, is the memorial for my mother. And then I'll show you my memorial flag for my sister. So this is my memorial garden, and this is where I stopped. So I have to clean all this area up, back there, cut all those weeds out of there. Got an extra wheelbarrow right here waiting for me to put stuff in it, my trash, to take it away. And then I'm going to clean all this up. This is my my creeping little thyme over here. Look at my poor little cat over there, my little cat statue. I need to clean him up. I need to cut all these hosta flower plumes off. And then I'm going to weed all over in this garden. This container right here, I had a cantaloupe in it, and it was doing so good. And then all of a sudden, my critters that you guys know that I have over here just decimated that whole pot. So I didn't even get a cantaloupe, and you know from a previous video, I didn't even get a honeydew melon. The honeydew melon I thought was my spaghetti squash. So I just got exchanged from a honeydew melon to a spaghetti squash. And that was okay with me because I never had a spaghetti squash, and it was delicious. And I have to trim up my stilbies back there. And this is my memorial flag for my sister Carolyn over here by my hydrangea tree, my bush I should say. So I've got a lot to clean up, and I still have some black Krim tomatoes over here. Let me show you. Look at that. Beautiful. I still have some growing, so I'm going to keep a couple of those tomatoes, and I'm going to get some seeds from them. And then I have my bean plants, so I've got to clean all this area up. So this will be a part 1 of a part 2 video, because I still have that whole area down there to clean up, and all this stuff here to clean up and trim up. See all this? My Shasta daisies are starting to come into bloom, and they are budding up. I'll show you that. See how they're starting to bud up, and these Shasta daisies is a showstopper with that camouflage plant. That one has the red leaves. That's a beautiful plant, but boy, is it evasive. Look, it's even taken over my hydrangea back there. See all that? This is the camouflage plant. Plant one of those or two of those, and child, they will take over your whole garden. Alright guys, I just wanted to let you see that Miss Renee is out here working. As you can see with all my stuff I've got spread all over my yard. Oh, and I still have to clean up this side too. Over here. Weed this bed, and see, there's another one of those plants that just grew. Look at that. It's another plant. And the bees, let me tell you, them bees love this plant. Let me zoom in so y'all can see. Look at that plant. That is what is growing all the way from the bottom of my tomato cage all the way to the top of my fence. And it's going over my fence. So I will let the bees enjoy it, but in the fall, I will be cutting that off. Alright guys, I better get to going, finishing up what I got to do over here. And when I get this area all finished, I will make an update video so you guys can see that I am over here getting the work done. And this is another sweet potato pot I have here, and I have here. So I'll be harvesting them sweet potatoes soon, because they look like they're almost ready. So another look at what I have finished over here. And like I said, part 2 will be when I come back and let you see the finished product. Alright guys, hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're having a blessed day. And Miss Renee will see you in the next video. Alright guys, take care.